Hello, Patriot at Large here. It is February 2nd of our Lord's year 2018, and it is 2121. It's 9:21 in the p.m. No, you're not going blind. This is audio only. So there's three issues that people keep talking to me about. First of all, the Las Vegas. When I'm in Las Vegas, I did not have any confidence. They use some kind of a Nevada statute, just like Arizona used Arizona Revised Statute 13. What it is, I was a fish out of water. People give me a lot of complaints about that, but I was there to get a gun permit. I was there, so I was nervous, okay, and a little adrenaline is pumping, and these guys are being dickheads. So what happened is I went in to the other building. Now I had to tell them why I was there. I'm here for the CCW. That I'm building a foundation of why I'm there, so they can't sit there and say, well, we want you out of here, because I had an official police business. So I'm applying for I did apply. I already made it. CCW in Nevada. That's why I was there at the police department. Not sure of the code, I would jeopardize my gun permit. So yes, I was thinking too much, talking faster. Secondly, Garden Grove, Lieutenant Nightingale. Okay? That has to do with, I came in, a police employee told me I couldn't have a complaint form. I am doing a complaint form audit. And I've done 3 stations. And I cannot explain to you what kind of rhetoric these stations are telling their employees not to give them the complaint forms. You have to speak to a lieutenant, whatever. That's intimidation. When you come in for a complaint form, you slide it over. No questions. You may ask, would you like to speak? They don't need to ask, when did it occur? What are we talking? No, they need to be trained. Slide it over there and ask them if they want to see a watch commander. That's it. That's Garden Grove. What I had found out is if you watch the video of the Garden Grove Part 2, you would see Lieutenant Nightingale tell me that they were trained to get me. So they were trained wrong. So then I thought, I'm not going to file a complaint form for them because they were trained wrong. So I filed a complaint against the lieutenant. Keep in mind, the highest ranking IA is a sergeant. I have that video where I told the sergeant, not officially, but I told him in synopsis what happened, and I told him my theory. Lieutenant Nightingale of the Garden Grove, Station 32, Orange County, California, in the state of California, has been dictating who gets and who doesn't get a complaint form. He has his own little regime there, and they're told they cannot file anonymously. When I was there, I says, what do I need to file a complaint? He says, I need your name and we need to give your watch commander. That's the way we're trained. Totally against policy. They were told not to give out the complaint forms. Nightingale, I told the sergeant of IA, Nightingale is in violation of his own policy, and it proves intent because he knows the policy. And then I told the sergeant, how many complaints did he fix? Because keep in mind, the lieutenant is not assigned to IA. I told the sergeant, basically I have that video, which I'll come out. I told the sergeant I told him, is he your supervisor? Yes. I said, so in other words, you're investigating your supervisor. Yep. And I told him, what confidence do I have that it'll be accurate? He assured me, yeah, big deal, right? I told, you'll see that video. I'm finally against Lieutenant Nightingale of the Garden Grove Police Department, the biggest piece of shit Just I'm grinding my teeth of all these people, and I'm talking high-ranking master officers, lieutenants. They are bought and paid for. It's just terrible. Couldn't give a fuck about the community they serve. I digress. The third one is Anaheim. Today, what happened today was absolutely amazing. I was there because of you see though down there by the 9/11, or excuse me, the Anaheim, God damn it, the Garden Grove one down there. This is the one where I'm trying to tell him about 9/11 and we're supposed to, hey, see something, say something. I do it and it takes me 3 days. And I told him it's all on video. And you guys are just rude and disrespectful. And then I go in, tell you guys, and I come back out, boom, there's a ticket or a current tag on it. What's going on with that is, as I was back there, because there's a truck with no plates, as I was behind the south side of Station 26 Anaheim, I asked one of the members with a gun and badge. I says, is it okay to stay in the shade? I've been out here for like 30 minutes, baking in the sun. And I know that is police property. He says, I think you'll be fine. That's what he says. I go there and there's a planter. So as I go up it's not steps, it's like a ramp. As I walk up the cement ramp, there's these little waist high walls to your right and left, which I have that video too. As I turn around, I see a bullet. I see a full cartridge, a live round. I see ammunition in their planter next to their door. A 10 millimeter Hydroshock, unknown grain. 10 millimeter Hydroshock. I checked the primer to see if it was discharged. Because sometimes, as you know, the people who are into firearms, the primer was not discharged. Therefore, it's still a live round in the community. So now, I picked it up, and you're saying, "Oh, prints." No. There's no prints on that puppy. It was super old, and it had like patina all over. It was terrible. And who gives a fuck? You know, they're not going to do anything anyway. So I picked it up, cleaned it off. I got this on video, and I saw it, and I said, "That's a 9 or a 10 millimeter," because before I even picked it up. So I picked it up, cleaned it, 10 millimeter. Okay, so I called dispatch. Keep in mind, for 3 days, because this happened today, 3 days, I kept calling dispatch. What's the update? What is my call number? So then I called them. And I says, okay, I'm back here. I want to know what the status of my call is. And B, I found a live bullet back here. And I explained to them. So I have that video when right now, I have to download when I flick the bullet at the cadet. It's because I was pissed. I was baking in the sun. I'm trying to tell them about terrorist. Say something, right? And next thing you know, I'm finding ammunition back there. So I'm going to put that on it. It's just amazing. So I have to edit all these videos. I got to put them together. I've got about 6 or 7 complaint forms. I'm going to put little snippets on there really quick, just like this one. So be patient. God damn it. I'm going to download the videos of when I found the bullet and try to turn it in. Now keep in mind, carrying live ammo into a police station is an ATF federal offense. What happened is I called dispatch, told them I found this round. I even told them I have it on video, and what do I do with it? I told dispatcher it's a federal offense to carry live ammo in a police station. So you get a cadet out here to pick this up, or a sergeant. Sure as shit, I get a call back. They asked me to turn it in. They asked me to turn it in the lobby. So I have this bullet, live round, and I'm clinching it. because I don't want these overbearing fuck faces to sit there and say gun, 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 pow, pow, and then pow, pow, and then all of a sudden pow, 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 and then as they look at me screaming, oh, this is the guy who's out back. Pow, 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 pow. Okay, you get the story. So I'm clenching this. I don't want to put it in my pocket. I'm clenching this, and I go up to the window, and they're ignoring me. I'm thinking, I found ammunition, and you're ignoring me? I'm pounding with the bullet. I'm pounding on the window. I said, excuse me, there's an emergency. They're ignoring me. So I finally got someone. I says, didn't they tell you I've got a live bullet? He says, no one called them. And I says, oh my, so I put the bullet down and it's kind of like a loop and I kind of push it towards her, but it flicks upward. I says, that is a 10, and I got that video, so I don't want to elaborate, but that's what it is. I found live ammunition right there, south side, San Ana Boulevard, on that piece of shithole Anaheim Police Department. And this is Patriot at Large.